The following program is a production of Naleo TV.
Aloha and welcome to the Audrey Wilson Cooking Show. I'm Gina Jobes. This is Audrey Wilson.
Hi.
And this is
Quinton.
Nice to meet you, Quinton. Audrey, what are we going to be cooking today?
Well, this is Mary Marner. This is a big thing for Hilo. So we're going to do Hawaiian food today.
Oh, how awesome.
When you want a great meal, local style, turn on the Leo and sit a while. Watch and listen, then you'll know just how to do it on Audrey Wilson's Cooking Show.
We're going to start with some chicken long rice. This is an interesting thing. Long rice came from the Chinese immigrants.
Okay.
In fact, long rice to us was pake. Pake is some. So it was pake meaning Chinese, some meaning rice. We used to call that pake some.
Oh,
Yeah, so that is the Chinese influence. We're going to start with this. But let me get the chicken ready, okay, first. And then Quinton's going to help me. This is just a boneless, skinless chicken thigh. This is the fat, big side of the thigh, right?
Yes.
This is the skinny side.
Skinny.
In the skinny side in the back,
Yes.
there's a glob.
There, I see it. Look at
Okay,
that.
we're going to take that off. This is fat, and it just tastes terrible. Have you ever eaten a chicken thigh, and you have globs of...
And it's just chewy and...
Yeah, this is because of all of this. So this is how you clean a chicken, and then we're going to cut it into nice 1-inch pieces.
1-inch pieces. Why 1 inch?
Just bite size. So I'm going to put this in this pot, and we're going to cook it all. Okay. But I got more
And
chicken
this pot
here.
has nothing in it.
There's nothing in it, just the chicken.
Just the chicken.
And we like lots of chicken. That's 3 thighs in it.
3 thighs.
And then a piece of ginger.
Okay.
Yeah, about a thumb, thumb size.
About the size of your thumb.
Okay, Quinton, this is you. Can you cut this like this?
Yeah. So this would be vertical, right? So cut the onion vertically.
Vertically, right. Got
Quinton,
it?
have you cut a lot of things before?
So we cut this off. There's a joiner here. And
Look at that.
it's all part of learning, right, Quinton?
How much onions are we cutting up?
I think we're going to cut 1.5 because I put 3 pieces of onion. So about half a onion per chicken thigh is plenty. We're going to put that, the onion with the chicken and the knob of ginger. We're going to boil this until it's cooked in about 2 quarts of water. Okay, so we covered it about this much. There's 2 ways of seasoning the chicken. 4 like chicken long rice. 3 of these in here. Okay, that's good, Quinton. We're done. All right, we're gonna.
Quinton did a great job.
Great job, Quinton. Thank you. I'll finish this for you, Quinton. Yeah, nice and thin. We're gonna put this in the water to boil. We're gonna boil it about 10-15 minutes. And then when it's boiled, then we'll add the long rice. And then cook it for another 10 minutes. What the long rice will do is it'll absorb a lot of the liquid. We want it soupy, but not too soupy.
Not too soupy.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put this on the stove right now. Let me go do that.
Good job. Good job, Quinton.
Next, we're going to do Kalua pork in the oven. Okay, so this is a high temperature nylon, and if you buy it at home, it would be the the bags, you know, the baking bags.
Okay.
But we use this because it protects the pan. And then we're going to line it with some tea leaf. Tea leaf gives a nice flavor to the pork.
That's why we're putting the tea leaves in.
Yeah, it just adds, there's some kind of oils in here that emit a nice flavor. And a piece of pork, fatty side down.
Audrey, what part of the pork do we use for Kalua pig?
The best part is the pork, what they call butt.
Yes,
but the
pork
butt
butt.
comes from the shoulder.
Shoulders.
Yeah, I know. This is their butt.
This is pork butt?
Yeah. And this part is the muscles here, which is the butt, is actually the muscles are too long, so it would not make good kalua. You want it to have a shorter tissue and all of that for tearing. So the butt, look for, when you buy it at the store, look for Boston butt or pork butt, but it is the shoulder part.
Love it, but it's called butt.
Yeah.
Love it. Okay, got it.
Now you notice I didn't season it, right?
No, you didn't.
Okay, I'm gonna put 2 cups of water. And then I'm gonna cover it. And I'm gonna bake this, put this in an oven, about 350, 400 degrees for about 4 hours.
4 hours.
Yeah. So what happens is after we do that, we're going to have a falling apart
Wow.
piece of roast, just like how it would be like in an emo. You know, if you had an emo at home, and some people might have an emo, but we don't.
Look at that piece of meat.
And you smell the tea
Wow.
leaf?
Yes, I do.
You can smell that tea leaf. There's some beautiful aroma that the tea leaf has. And then, Quinton, can you shred? Do you know how to shred?
What
This
are
is
those
just
tools called?
They're just claws.
They're called claws.
Yeah. And just shred it. Can you shred it like that? Okay, just shred it for me.
How do you shred it?
Okay, what do you do, Quinton? We're going to shred all the meat, and it's going to look just like Kalua, right? Look at that. What is one of your favorite things, Quinton?
Kalua cabbage.
Yeah, you love
Ooh,
it. When
me
the
too.
school has Kalua cabbage, she likes to eat Kalua cabbage.
Only Dad makes the best.
That makes the best. Okay. Okay, how you doing, Quinton? Okay. Okay, what you do now is you start shredding like this and grab I'll show you. See, what you want to do is you want to tear this apart to really make it look like Kalua, right? So we're going to do this and shred it here. This is an interesting type of pork. It's kind of like, it's called duroc. And it's a huge pig that grows about 1,000 pounds.
Okay.
And the pig farmers really like it on the mainland because it's when it has babies, it doesn't have only 10 or 12. It has tons of babies.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
like 15,
Do we have
16.
durocs here?
I don't know if locally, if people are raising duroc. We buy this duroc. They carry it because there's fat in it.
Yes.
And you know, when you're making kalua at home, you would buy the pork butt.
Buy the
right?
pork butt for
Yeah,
Kalua
but
pig.
it's probably cheaper and it has a nice amount of fat. So you want to use that.
Good balance, right?
Yeah,
You
nice
get good
balance of fat and meat. Because you don't want it too dry.
No.
You want some fat in it. You notice there's a lot of fat here. Quinton, guess what you're having for dinner? Kalua cabbage.
Yum.
This is a pretty strong pig. See how it's starting to take a shape of Kalua?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you see, right?
Do we do anything with all this juice after?
Yeah. Now, remember, we didn't do any seasoning.
No, we did not.
We only added water.
Just water.
Right. Okay, Gina, I want you to taste this without seasoning. So, you know, it's going to be just like pork, right? And then we're gonna season it. It's just pork.
Tastes like pork.
Okay. So now, you're gonna try this, Quinton. We're gonna use these juices in here.
Tastes like pork.
Yeah. So now is the critical time when we're going to season it.
What are we gonna season it with?
I'm gonna need salt and liquid smoke. Wait now.
Salt and liquid smoke.
That's it. So now we're gonna imitate what happens in the imu, the smokiness of the stones,
Yes.
the burning stones. Take this out. Okay, so I'll let you know what the proportions are. Chop, honey, honey. Okay. This is the juice that came out of the pork, but we remember we put the 2 cups of water and all of that, and the juices will come out from the pork. So we put about 2 ounces of salt in here, and it seems kind of salty. Quinton, can you dissolve that, please? And about half a teaspoon of liquid smoke.
What does the liquid smoke do?
It gives it that beautiful flavor. Just give it a little bit more. Okay, mix it up. Do you hear that? There's still salt. Okay, so we want to make sure it dissolves. Okay, let me try this now. See how salty. It has to be really salty. Really salty.
Why does it have to be really salty?
Because this has no taste right now. And what happens is the pork is hot. And so at this point, it's going to start dissolving. Anything you put in it is going to suck up all the flavors. So I'm going to just, but I'm not
And
using
that's what we
all
want.
of it. Yeah. Okay, so let's mix this up.
Audrey, when
Yeah.
was the first time you ever made this dish?
You know, you did it a certain way. Then Dean, because he did catering, he started to make it this way, and people were like, "Oh wow, this is so good!" So we changed the how we make it to Dean's style now. Now I need for you to taste this and see if that has enough salt, or do I have to add? I hope you're hungry.
Oh, I'm always hungry.
Okay, taste that. Okay, Quinton, you try this. Just a little piece.
It definitely has a salt flavor now.
Does it have, and the smokiness? So does it taste like Kalua now? Or do I
What do
need
you
more?
think, Quinton?
Yeah, it
It-
does.
It's good now?
Yes.
Okay, so this is ready to go. That seems simple enough.
I can make this at home.
Yes, you can. Okay, we're gonna come. When are we coming to your party that you're making this?
Oh, next week?
Okay, that's good. Don't laugh, okay? Put
I
a
am
little bit more.
serious.
Okay, that was easy. Well, because it's Mary Marna, you have to make this week. Let me try it now. Okay, it's pretty good. But you see, it becomes juicy because of the juices in here.
Yes.
And so you don't have dry Kalua.
No, we don't like dry Kalua.
Yeah. I added a little bit more. I wanted a little bit more taste. So I want you to try a little piece of this. It's getting better, or can we add a little bit more juice?
Maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, let's make it juicy, because what happens is as it cools, it will absorb all of this, and it won't be this juicy. Okay, let's try this. Okay.
How long does it usually take to keep all the juices in?
You know how it is when you go to a party like that. This thing will sit for a while. Try that now. Try a piece of that. Quinton, try.
Okay,
This is it, right?
there it is.
It's there. Yeah.
There's
okay,
the
we got
Kalua pig.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, so we got that made, and we can move on to our next dish. So let's go and check on the chicken long rice and see how that's doing.
Yes,
okay?
let's go do that.
Okay.
Let's go check on
And
the
we gotta
chicken
go
long
put the long rice in that. So let me go check it, okay? I like these noodles, this long rice noodles, but you could always also use Saipan noodles, which are your fatter noodles. And Dean likes that for catering because the noodles hold up. These will break down. It's all up to you. It's your preference on what kind of noodles you want to use for your long rice.
What's our next dish?
We're going to make some Lomi salmon.
Lomi salmon.
And this is really interesting. I'm supposed to do the sailors brought salted fish. Not necessarily salmon, but they brought salted fish to Hawaii.
Yes.
And then with that, but we're trying to figure out where the tomatoes came from. I mean, if you think about it, who brought the tomatoes?
Right.
Were the Spanish here and brought tomatoes? So we haven't quite figured that out because Dean and I were talking about it, and I was like, this is really interesting. Where did the tomato? But it had to come off a ship.
It had to have come somewhere.
So we're gonna make. So let's say that Lomi salmon is more of a modern type of dish because the ancient Hawaiians probably didn't have access to tomatoes.
Tomatoes, okay,
Yeah,
interesting.
or to, they had salted fish from the sailors, but we don't know. But it's become such a basic staple of dish for Hawaiian food.
Hawaiian food, Lomi
Goes
salmon.
with poi. Yeah, I love Lomi salmon on top of poi.
Oh, me too.
Yeah,
that's the
it's
best.
just the best. So let's work on that one next.
Yeah, let's get started.
Okay, great. These tomatoes are from, I get it from a farmer in Mountain View. His name is Mr. Kim. He does the Korean style of farming. And he has the most beautiful sweet tomatoes.
I mean, they're gorgeous.
Yeah, they're absolutely gorgeous. So every Monday he comes with a box of tomatoes for me. And they're just they're huge tomatoes, like beef steaks.
Juicy.
And good. They're really, really sweet. This is called cube salt
Sockeye salmon.
Okay, this is 8 ounces. 8 ounces is for about 10 tomatoes.
8 ounces for 10 tomatoes.
Yes, but we're gonna do 5, so we're gonna use half of this.
Okay.
Half of this bag.
Of the package.
Yeah. I think he'll appreciate me using the knife, but that's okay.
Yeah, what is that, Audrey? I know it's the sockeye salmon, but
Yeah, they
Wow.
salt it. And the sailors that came to Hawaii, they all had to use salted fish because they couldn't, they had to preserve the fish.
right, it has to last long time.
Yeah, it has to last throughout the cruise, so we're gonna, throughout their sailing voyage.
Oh, look at that, it's cubed already.
It's cute. We don't have to cube it.
You don't have to cube it.
Yay! See, you can do this too. We're gonna go to your house and we're gonna have Kalua and Lomi salmon.
Wow,
And
they make it so easy for you. That's
it's
amazing.
salted, but now we don't have to salt
No,
because
it's
done.
salted already.
Good job, Quinton. Okay.
Audrey, when is it the right time to use tomatoes for Lomi salmon?
Lomi salmon. Okay. See these 2 tomatoes?
Yes.
This one's very red and ripe.
Yes.
This one is kind of orangey, and this is the perfect tomato. When you use this one, it'll get too mushy. You see how it holds its shape right here?
Yes.
Because it's kind of half ripe, but not ripe like this. This would be the perfect tomato to eat raw.
Which is so interesting because I thought this would
You
be
would
the
think,
the perfect
but
one.
you want it to have its shape. You want it to have that.
It does have more of a
And it's harder.
shape, yeah.
It is harder. This is getting soft. So you see these beautiful tomatoes? This is just gorgeous, but you need to remember that.
So look for the oranges.
The oranges are better for Lomi, okay?
Got it.
And then we're gonna cut the tomatoes up. Okay, do you see? Good job, Quinton. And then I'll just cut them.
Now again, we're cutting the onions vertically.
But we're gonna cut them in cubes. Into dice, so it doesn't matter.
So the main ingredients to Lomi salmon, tomato,
It's tomato, onions,
and salmon.
Salmon, that's it.
That's it.
And what does Lomi mean in your mind?
Lomi. Okay, I only know massages.
That's right. What is it? It's to massage, right?
Oh, I love that. Yes.
Lomi is to massage, right?
Okay, yes.
Lomi means what?
Massage. We're gonna
Lomi.
massage.
Like that. It's
So
okay.
we're dicing the tomatoes, we're dicing the onions, our salmon's already diced for us,
It's diced for us.
and we're gonna Lomi. Lomi means
Right.
massage.
Right, and I'm going to cut Quinton's.
And you didn't have to put any anything.
Simple.
You know, it's
And
the
what
natural
we're gonna
juices
do-
that are.
Yeah, we're gonna put a little bit, just for color, you could put some of this.
What is that?
Green onion.
Green onions.
You don't really have to, it's not necessary.
Just to make it pretty.
Yeah, just add some green. Pretty colors. Put a little bit of that. Okay. Where's the rest of my tomatoes?
It is
Magic,
right
magic.
here.
Where, Gina? Oh,
Look at me. I
look
diced all
at
these by
that.
myself.
Oh my God, we cut it all up. And we're gonna Lomi it now.
Just kidding. Our professional in the back helped out. Oh, wow. Okay, there it is.
I hope so. It is.
And that smells like Lomi salmon.
It does. Yes, it does. Smells like Lomi salmon. So by massaging it, what we're doing is all that salt from the salmon
Yes.
is going into the onions and the tomatoes and making it really nicely salted and balanced. So we're gonna let it sit
How long do we let it sit?
just for about 15 minutes. Let it sit. Yeah. And anyway, when you had a luau, it's gonna sit for a
Yes.
while anyway. Okay, we're done with that.
That looks yummy.
This is ready.
Wow, this lomi salmon looks so fresh. So if we made this, you know, for a party, how long should we let it sit?
Yeah, Gina. When you make it, you should let it sit for at least 6 hours.
6 hours.
Yeah. So if your party's in the afternoon, then make it in the morning.
Make it in the morning.
Yeah, and if it's a lunchtime function, then you could almost make it the night before.
The night before.
Yeah, to let it sit. All of those salts from the lomi have to dissipate, go into the tomato and the onion.
Right.
So it'll taste better. It tastes fine now. You can eat it now, but it'll taste better.
Even more better when
it's
it sits.
mellowed out
Ah.
and absorbed. The salt is absorbed into the other vegetables. So,
Yum.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Look how fast it was. So let's go and check on the chicken long rice and see how that's doing.
Yes,
okay?
let's go do that.
Okay. This is the garnish for the chicken long rice. So when it's cooked, I'm going to put it in, we're not cooking it, we're going to just top it. Okay, only thing we're missing, Gina, is the poi.
Yes.
But we got a beautiful meal. I'm going to make you a dish, and you must eat it.
We got the Kalua pig.
Kalua.
We got the lomi salmon. And ooh, I cannot wait to try this chicken long
You would
rice.
probably be better off to put it in a bowl because got all the juices and everything. But we're just gonna put it there
Yeah.
for
Just
you.
for now.
For you to eat, to try. All right. I'm gonna give some to Quinton. Okay, this is Gina's.
Thank you so much.
Quinton. So, we'll just give him chicken long rice.
Like Kalua pig and chicken long rice.
Okay, but sort of we're at the luau. Are
little
we
bit of
ready
everything.
for our luau now? Okay, wait for me, Quinton. All right, ready?
Okay.
Let's see how good it is. Good.
Oh, that's good.
And you know, it's interesting, Hawaiian,
Oh, you can totally taste the smoky. It's
yeah, but
delicious.
it basically real simple Hawaiian food. The seasoning is salt. You know, they don't use herbs or.
No, we
just
didn't
salt.
use any.
Yeah.
Just salt.
Yeah, you taste the smokiness of the kalua. And it was just a half a teaspoon we put in.
Oh,
How's that, Quinton?
do you like the chicken long rice? I do. Pretty good?
Very good.
That's delicious.
Did we show your manners? Your perfect manners?
You did such a good job today,
It's
Quinton.
okay. You are.
And you, Audrey, thank you for making this beautiful Hawaiian food meal that we're celebrating Mary Monarch for.
Yeah.
So Audrey, thank you.
You're very
Thank you for
welcome.
teaching me another recipe.
Next week we'll come to your house.
Okay, you're that. Thank you so much for joining
Okay.
us on Audrey Wilson's cooking show. I hope to see you next time. We hope to see you next time. Thank you, Quinton, for joining us again. I hope you had fun. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. See you next time.
Next time.
Aloha.
Bye.
Aloha.
The preceding program was a production of Naleo TV.